No, well, I don't know. Let's do sideways view. Like, go live, guard, remember privacy. Da da da. Boom. Nope. Sideways view. Orientation is locked. Rotate device back. What? It wants me to go sideways? Man, I look better. I look better in a fucking panoramic. Man, I look way better in a panoramic than sideways. And you tell me, like, man, I don't even know how to fix it. Like, do I do this? Nope. That's the bar top. Do I do this? Nope. Do I do this? Do I touch the button that says like? Do I touch a button that says like, oh man, panoramic? I don't even fucking know. I think I'm elongated sideways when I don't really need to be elongated sideways. Like I think I have no control. I think you're looking at your phone like this, and I'm like this. You're looking at it like this, but I think I'm like this. Like you know what I mean? Like, but whatever. We'll get. Oy, that's a fresh bottle. That's a fresh bottle of like Zero. But I don't know why it does. Let me like touch a screen a lot. Man, like let me give it a flippity do. Look a little sideways. What's on the spin on? That's what I mean, like stuff. Like this is probably normal to you, but I would like to do sideways to be like sideways viewing. And if I'm not sideways viewing, then I'm like, what am I gonna have to rest this on a pop bottle? Is this better? Is this a great, like, fucking, like, straight up view for you? To me, it's not that great. For you, is it good? For me, it's not. And my cell phone and YouTube doesn't even, like, realize that, but it's not good for me. I would prefer these views. Not like straight up. Like, man, I look less wide if the camera lens is wider. Do you know what I mean? Like, let me be less fat if I have less fat to show. Like, you know what I mean? Like this camera option is not flattering for me. Thank you, YouTube. And it's forcing me to do it. It's actually forcing me to like be like this. What we sipping on? Oh man, we sipping on that. We sipping on that fucking that berg. That berg. And man, dude, I wish I had a sticker on it that said it was like award winning 19 or 2020 something. No. This vodka's never even won an award, but I would like it to. It would justify the fact that I'm fucking drinking it. But no, just regular non-award winning vodka stuff. That's what I'm sipping on. You know what I mean? And then I went to jail for giving a blind kid a grenade and saying it was a Beyblade. Well, 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 that's an uncommon mistake. Like I don't think you can mistake a Beyblade, which would be like a discus, compared to a grenade. But you know what you could do? You could tape a few of those Beyblades onto a grenade and make it a Beyblade grenade. Like, you know what I mean? And then you would get the satisfaction of killing when you're like fucking suck at Beyblading. It's like, oh man, I'm so shitty at Beyblading. I'm gonna kill. Yeah, tape a couple fucking Beyblades on the grenade side. Oh, that's a ghost. I'm the only one in here, and that was a sound from over there. That's a ghost. That was a ghost. You know what I mean? But also fucking fuck a Beyblade. It's like you're asking me. It's like, well, how's the best way to Pokemon? How's the best way to Pokemon and do Pokemon Digimon stuff? I was like, I don't know, man. Like I fuck girls. You know what I mean? Like I fuck girls and stuff. Like I don't know. I don't know what the best way that you do it with, but the way I do it is not even saying anything about it. It's like, man, back in like junior high, I used to like Dungeons and Dragons a lot. And you know what used to get me laid? Never ever bringing it up. But I don't know, whatever. You do you. You do you, bro. You can bring it up if you want, I guess. Zoom zoom, what's up? Trolling. Yeah, see, you're trolling. Yeah, fact. Yeah, you know what I mean. Like you know what I mean. Like you could either be a geek and be like, I'm a geek with all my friendships. Oh, okay, cool, 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 cool. Or you could not mention how geeky you are, and you might get a girl one time on the weekend. It's like instead of being like, man, my Pokemon deck is stacked. I got Charizard and this and that. I got the Magic card. I got the Black Lotus. I got this and that. And Dungeons and Dragons. Da, da, da. Why don't you just fucking zip it up? Not say any of it. And I don't know. Like I think your looks and charm might get you laid by not saying how fucking of a horrible geek you are. Like you shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? That's technically a move. It's almost like the move would be to I don't know, shut the fuck up. But hey, and we're live, and hey, guys, we're fucking live, and man, I got a lot to talk about. I got a lot to talk about my I don't know my fragile health state is one to talk about. Another thing to talk about is what's going on with my building and my parents and this and that. And another thing to talk about is I don't know, everything else. Everything else. But like realistically, like something to talk about is technically like a lot of what I just said. Like man, why don't you ask me how work is? And let me scroll and no one's asking me how work is, but let me tell you how it is. Work fucking sucks. No one's asking me how work is, but I'll tell you, work fucking sucks. Half the time when people ask me and they're like, "Ah man, what do you do for work?" I'm like, "Man, I do renovations. I do it all." Yeah, 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 yeah. For what company? I was like, And then it's almost like I'm in court and I just want to just fucking zip it up. I'm like, well, I work for a bullshit company. I work for a bullshit property management group. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and like, which one? I was like, I don't even want to say which one. But it's like everywhere I'm at. If I were to say the group, the who I work for, it'd be like, uh, chappity chap chap chap. Man, we had an experience with them, and they did this, and the faucet was leaky over here, and the drywall was saggy over here, and this and that. Blah 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 blah. So like half the time I'm like, I just do renovations. I don't want to tell you who I work for. Like for like you know what I mean? Like Howland, Just Clark, Howland. Yeah, yeah, Howland back, Howland back. Or am I reading it wrong? Howland back, bruh. I don't know. I don't know how to read. I don't know how to read, but I think I read that back right back to you. Howland back, Howland back. But it's like, oh man, like let's say for example this week, I like get into this apartment to renovate, and the first thing I come in, first off, I come in and I was like, man, the power's turned off. Yeah, that's pretty normal. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we're dealing with some, like, we're dealing with some not upper front renting area. So, yeah. Hmm. And then I walk in, the power's turned off. There's a sheriff's warning paperwork on the fucking countertop. I'm like, all right. So these guys got kicked out unwillingly, unwantingly, right? And then I'm looking and I was like, that makes sense. Because there's goddamn cat shit everywhere. There's like balls of cat shit. Like, you know, how cat shit balls up. Like, oh man, there's a balls of it in the living room. There's a balls of it in the master bedroom, and that's according to the paperwork. And realistically, like I don't know which one you would call a master bedroom because they're both shitty bedrooms. The master bedroom, I'm looking. Yeah, there's balls of cat shit, and also the other bedroom, side bedroom, there's balls of cat shit, and also, man, there's spray. There's like spray, sticky stuff all over the floor and the wall. Which I can only assume is like cat shit juice. Like you know what I mean? Like. So anyways, I come in there to renovate and I'm like, hmm, let me sweep this up. Let me sweep up this rolling cat shit. And man, like we're talking about cat shit. It's already in a ball. Like man, that rolls up in a dustpan real nice. And after I did that, I was like, all right. I got rid of all the rolling cat shit in all because it was in all the rooms. Like bathroom had rolling cat shit, living room had rolling cat shit, two bedrooms had rolling cat shit. And then after I sweeped it up, I'm like, well, most of this room has like fucking weird sticky shit all over the place. Is that related to the cat shit that I've just swept up? Like, am I gonna kneel and cat shit for doing cat shit stuff? Like, am I gonna fucking kneel and cat shit to fucking paint a baseboard? So I'm like, well, if I'm going to, you know what I mean, work in this kind of fucking work environment, I'd be like, all right, let me mop up the floors of the area that I'm gonna be fucking leaning into just to paint. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to mop up the middle of the floor because I have nothing to do with that. But let me like mop up like the perimeter of the floor. So I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not a housekeeper, but I'm a fucking house anti-shitter. I'm not a housekeeper, but I'm a fucking anti-fucking house shitter. Where it's like, all right, right around the baseboard, I want it to be mopped where there's no cat shit or sticky shit. And let me mop that up. But the middle of the floor where I have nothing to do, where it's not even around the perimeter, nah. Somebody else can take care of that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, let me clean where I have to work. And that's about it, because I'm not a cleaner. But I'm also lying. I'm also lying in the sense where if the mop's out, might as well do the whole room. And then I dump it out. And then I'd fucking refill the bucket. And if the mop's out, might as well do the whole room. And then this and that, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna. Well, I am gonna room discriminate, but I just need my work area to be like cat shit free, in a sense. That's the main goal. Like for real, for realistically, for real. Message held for review. Uh, I was pumping gas in my car and I got it all over my sleeve. Then when I was done, I lit a cigarette and this fucking cop arrested me for having a firearm in a public area. And yeah, I'll show that. Another moderator handle it. And I don't know. Do I have to hit show again? No, another moderator handle it. You know what I find about that? That's kind of extreme. That is kind of extreme. It's almost like I've never been in a situation where I could be like fucking lit cigarettes and just ruin a business or a house if I were ever to be lit on fire. Whenever I deal with gasoline, I'm utmost of carefulness, and I think that's how everyone should deal with gasoline. It's like, oh man, you're gonna put gas in a jug? Well, that jug it's gotta be aired out. It's gotta be in the back of your car. It's gotta do that. Blah, blah, blah. I'm older, right? So it's almost like I've never been through shit with gasoline, but I've heard enough tales that I was like, let me not be the example of that gasoline. You know what I mean? Like, let me not be that example of that gasoline and just like live instead. Just from responsibility, and just out of responsibility. You know what I mean? Just regular shit, just regular gasoline shit, and that's on you, bro. And I don't know who's all here right now, and that being said, like I'd like to see Johnny Azul and fucking Rick, Rick Tool and Legendary Gaming in here, but just for me to go deep, like you know what I mean. It'd be nice to have some like deep friends for me to go deep, but yeah, I've had a I've had a tough time lately. and I could use a few friends to talk to. And oh man, WLG, WLG, yeah, there you go. I'll talk to him, right? Yeah, go deep, go deep. That's it. Nah, my sleeves caught fire and freaked the fuck out. Yeah, that's great, man. It would have been one of these like, oi oi oi, oh oi 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 oi. Yeah, but WLG, WLG, like, um, you know, you know, you know when life's hard and it's like, oh man, damn. It's almost like, oh man, damn, shit, shit, like almost like shit, son. Oh shit. It's like, man, I broke my back. I broke my goddamn back, I mean, and I'm still dealing with that. Like, you know what I mean? I broke my back, and let me save you the question. Like, how did you break your back, dead poop? I broke my back out of fucking pure strength, pure hard fucking. I broke my own back. And you know what I mean? If I can break my own back, I'm pretty sure I can break yours pretty easy. If I broke mine, pretty sure I can break yours easy. So if I can step what you say, step what you say. But I broke mine with my own girth and strength, and man, it's been hell ever since. It's been hell ever since, and this hell's been going on for like a year and a half. Like, okay, like broken back, fucking issues, just like ah, man. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, let's not fucking rile up. Like, you know what I mean? Let's not be like that. Like, I don't know. Let me read a comment or two. Surprised legend hasn't popped in, honestly. Man, like, okay. I don't go on live to like very often at all. No, nowhere is very often at all. And Legendary Gaming has its own fucking thing to do. And quite frankly, it's almost like I don't expect anyone here. Just because this is like fucking out of the blue. This out of blue. If I was like, oh man, I'm the fucking Friday midnight guy every Friday, I'd be upset if like someone wasn't here. But I'm like, the Friday once in a year guy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, whatever. Um, Legend can pop in whenever he wants. And honestly, man, Legend Gaming has been I don't know, reaching out on fucking Instagram and this that. Like he's a true friend. He's like, "Oh, how's your back doing?" And then he sends me a picture of him like flexing a muscle. So it's almost like I have to message him. It's like, "Oh man, my back's not too strong, but your muscles are looking bigger." Like what the fuck? Like you know what I mean? It's almost like it's almost like the guy that wants my back to be strong is like showing me like pictures of his bicep, and he wants more bicep attention than my own back. And it's not about your bicep, bro. Like you're young enough that like I could not see your biceps for a few years, and then you tell me how big it got in a few years, and I'd be still like, oh yeah, cool, 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 uninterested. Also, cool, 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 uninterested in your bicep height, like size. Like you know what I mean? It's like when I talk about my dick, I'm like, oh man, girl, the length won't impress you. Let me read the next comment. Surprise. Life is a hard path, and sometimes you got to walk hard. Walk hard. The fucking Dewey Cox story. The goddamn Dewey Cox story. And yeah, sometimes you do have to walk hard. And life is hard. Cox hard. Goddamn, life's hard, cock's hard. And sometimes you have a fucking hard cox and you don't even know what to do with it. Man, let me tell you about the one time where, man, my dick peekabooed out of my boxers in the wrong time. Like I'm at my in-laws and I'm like, just waking up, just waking up, and I'm like, oh man, I had a lot to drink last night. I must be the last one awake. And when I'm the last one awake, I'm trying to go to the fucking bathroom. And you know what happens when I walk through the kitchen? Boxers be like this, right? Peekaboo! Side cock and foreskin just poking right out. Right in front of everyone. And I'm just trying to get to the bathroom, right? And I didn't like really feel a breeze, but I kind of felt a breeze because as soon as I went in the bathroom, I did like almost like a boxer dick check, and I was like, oh god damn it, like part of it's out, and I just walked in front of everyone. Hmm. Wonder if they saw. And that wonder is still that's still an open. That technically that's still an open question. Like I know once I got to the bathroom and I felt something different. Like, yeah, part of my dick was sticking out of my boxers, like sideways. Foreskin was sticking out like a lot, and like a little tip of the dick and stuff. But man, were they looking at my eyes or they were looking at my crotch? So it's almost like if they saw anything, you're wrong. You're wrong for seeing anything you saw because you look me in the eyes when you talk to me, not in my crotch with like part of my dick and foreskin sticking out of my boxers like that, like it was. So you're in the wrong. You're wrong for that. You know what I mean? Like I didn't care for related or if you're my mother-in-law or father, like I don't need her to get related or anything like that. But you shouldn't have been looking there. Dick's on you, joke's on you, dick's on you, right? For fuck's sakes, right? Yeah, life's. Are you sure you weren't trying to split into two dead poops? Oh man, I would love two dead poops. Um, one dead poop would have a good time all the time, and the other dead poop would probably just fucking. Ah, 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 ah. But the other dead poop would be fucking so fucking fun. Not that one. That one was crazy. But the other dead poop, if I could split in two, the other one would be so much fun. You know what I mean? And the other one is just getting rid of the fucking trash. Just fucking taking the trash right out in the fucking goddamn garbage. Be something like this. Ah, ah. Something like that. That's what the other Deadpool would be like. Man, my zipper was down at school when I was a kid. No undies. And my female teacher, ooh man, this is getting sexy. Told me to zip up my pants, and I looked down and I saw my dick. So yeah, teacher saw my sausage. All right, yeah, just regular sausage peekaboo. Regular sausage peekaboo does happen in life, but what did that teacher do? That teacher be like, oh well, well WLG, I believe you need to stick around and do extra credits for that test. Then you miss it, like, you know what I mean? It's almost like after the dick show, she'd be like, "Wow, you're doing horrible in school. You gotta stick around." Yunka yunka yunka. Or she saw it, glanced at it, glanced back at you, saw it, glanced at you, glanced at you. She's like, I saw a young boy's dick. That's illegal. Looked at it again, looked at it again, looked at it again, looked at it again, then looked at it again, and she's like, probably shouldn't say anything because that's illegal. Looked at it again. And then she just went on with her day. I don't know. I wasn't there for that. I wasn't there for that, but I'm assuming it was like, I don't know, something cool or something non-nefarious or something cool, like something cool. Like, let me know the cool part. Almost like, looked at the dick, looked at the dick, looked at the dick, looked at the dick, looked at the dick. Oh, you failed your test. You gotta stay behind class. And then, and I had a buddy that was like 1 year older than me. And man, okay, let's call a spade here. I've never even been with a teacher of mine. Right? Right. I've never been molested by a teacher. Only family members and shit like that. Like only weirder shit. But teachers, they didn't dig on me. Only my own family, right? Um but one of my buddies was like, man, you remember fucking that teacher with the big old tiggies? You know what I mean? That big, like, you know what I mean? That big old tiggies. And I was like, yeah. And he was a year older than me, and he was like, I wasn't doing well in her class, and she she asked me to stay behind after school, and I got blowjobs from her, and I was like, oh man, the one with the big old titties? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, kind of jealous. When I failed a grade, I just failed the grade. I didn't get fucking titty work. Like, you know what I mean? Like, man, we fail grades differently. Like, man, when I failed a grade, it was just like, oh man, you just didn't pass. And he got fucking like big old titty work. And it's like, not fair, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I wish I would have failed your way, where I got blowjobs from a teacher, like technically illegal blowjobs from the teacher. That would have been nice. That would have been real. That would have been nice for that to happen. But no, I just failed regular style. Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, You didn't meet the grade to pass. And that's how I failed. But yeah, dude got a blowjob. 1 year older than me. Anyways, yeah, my aunt was sexy too. The old sausage peekaboo. And I've peekabooed my sausage a few times. Like, I remember one time I was working in the basement, and man, you know when you're a young kid and you see your dad's cock. I don't know if you've been through that, but you're a young kid. You're like, you see your dad's cock, and you're a young kid. You're like, oh man, you're an adult. That cock is so much bigger than mine. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, my dad's cock was so big. And then you like turn into an adult. And in my situation, oh my god, my dad's cock was so big still. Um, but one time we were like working in the basement, and it was like all kinds of fucking pollutants, and I had like this fucking jumpsuit just to keep like the fucking dust and this and that away. Then I like stripped down for my dad just to get all the dirty contaminants out of my fucking um coveralls and shit like that. And yeah, I side fucking peekabooed. I fucking side peekaboo dicked my dad. And you know what he did? Right? But man, if you don't know deadpoop, he don't have a shit. Like man, that shit went down. Phone was plugged in and everything. Like man, they just went down. And I don't know if it was that topic or the fucking charger cord. But yeah, it was probably a little bit of both. It was probably a little bit of both. Like it's like, oh man, like YouTube they want that topic. That food was on the topic, and then like womp womp womp. I use a different charging cable, and man, the current charging cable that I used. Well, I don't think it's anything better than the next one. Like it's bound to happen again, so whatever. It's a deadpoop stream, like you know what I mean. Like I don't get shit on the go. Oi oi oi. Do I get a password thing? There's no cameras on. My phone is under the CV player. Thank you, Jay, but I'll just run. I got like the house Wi-Fi password access, but I don't know. I think my data's good enough. If it wasn't for that shitty like fucking cable, like that was a shitty cable. Like I should have had no problems, except for that fucking shitty cable. But anyways, what were you talking about? We were talking about fucking sexy teachers, weren't we? We were talking about sexy teachers, and let me tell you about a sexy teacher story. Even though my buddy that's a year older than me, he did get a blowjob from a teacher. But let me tell you my sexy teacher story. When I was in like grade 6, you know what? I don't even know you can call it graduating from grade 6, but it was like, yeah, after grade 6, you're a man. And my teacher was like, when you guys like graduate, we'll go to my house, which is the trailer park, walking distance from the school, red flag. And then she was like, we'll spend the afternoon in my house, red flag. And we'll, like, get the hose out. You guys will be all wet. We'll have fun, red flag. And yeah, that's like kind of like going from grade 6 to 7 type of fun, red flag. And she wasn't a bad looking teacher. Now, I don't have any stories about her because maybe I wasn't like privately invited into her like main bedroom, privately. Um, but I'm sure it happened to one of the other guys. Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh man, you're not gonna do a big water balloon fest and have like bring us to your house, and you're not gonna fuck a kid after all that. You're not gonna fuck a kid. Uh, and she was a pretty teacher. Like, I wish I was one of those kids. Wasn't picked. I wasn't. I wasn't cute enough for her to pick out when I was in grade 6. But I don't know. She must have picked another boy, and she fucking fucked that shit out of him. Because man, uh, that was her game plan for the whole year. For the whole year, she had like a whole 365 days to be like, party my house, and then she'd be like, all right, party my house in 358 days. Party my house in 340, like 9 days. And then realistically, my classmates fucked that teacher, I'm pretty sure. She was pretty cool though. Like, I wish I was me, but I didn't make the good enough fucking notes. Like, you know what I mean? I was failing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, whoever she fucked was like an A student. And I was hovering around in the B zone. I was hovering around in the B zone a lot. So I don't know. Cock was big enough. Cock was willing enough. But my notes in school weren't like fucking high enough for me to be a fuck option for her. Like, you know what I mean? She's like, I'm not gonna risk my career on you because I don't think our children would make great children. Let me pick the A fucking children. Fuck them. And then they would like make a doctor. Like, I think that's part of the teacher kid fucking thing. It's like she has access to your notes and your grading and stuff like that. It's like she's either being creepy or she's smarter than most and she wants to fucking create a next gen super children with a vagina. Like a vagina super children. It's like, this is the best of the best out of this class. Let me fork one of these. I'm being morbid, like, you know what I mean. And by you guys not talking, like, technically, like, I'm just fucking rambling. Aren't I just rambling about my fucking teachers and illegal activity and stuff like that? Like, um, but yeah, I was never picked by my teacher. I never. I've heard of like teacher illegal activity, but I was never part of it. Like, it's like gym class all over again. I pick him. I pick him. I pick him. I pick him. I pick her. I pick him. I pick him. And the whole time I'm just sitting there. It's like, oh man, wish someone would pick me soon. Like, please pick me soon. And man, I wish I was picked by the teacher. You know what I mean? We are staying for the rambling. Yeah, okay, yeah. Thank you, Volda. Voldemort and fucking Lucy Tunes. And that's what I mean. I'm just fucking rambling on. Like, I'm just like, I don't know. Wishing what wasn't. Wishing, wishing, wishing what had wasn't in my life. Cause man, there's this, and man, teachers nowadays are hot, but teachers in my day are like fucking not that hot. And the one that my buddy fucked was like the only thing she had going was like big tits, super big tits, and I bet you they're like blue veiny, like oh man, like a cool to be there blue veiny, but still like blue veiny. Like, do you know what I mean? Like a blue veiny tit. They're so big. It's like the tit's so big, like the fucking. It needs extra blood to get to the nipple just to fucking be a tit. And I'm okay with that, man. As a teenager, man, I would have loved to have taken part of those tits, but whatever. I was never picked. I was never picked for fucking school fucking inappropriateness, but whatever. Whatever. I was good at math. I was really good at math, but not good at getting picked for fucking like tit stuff or like teacher stuff. Whatever. Whatever, man. And I think I think it's not a big regret in my life, but I would like to have been advanced a little bit, like, you know what I mean? Like, man, I've had like priests and uncles and this and that, like, show interest in me, but never a fucking teacher. Like, you know what I mean? And I had good grades. It's almost like, all right, I had good grades. Why don't you good grade me upper? Like, that would be your sales pitch, just to be inappropriate. It's like, oh man, oh, you're a B or C student? Like, let me get you an A with this fucking Regina. And I bet you I would have fucking, I bet you I would have, like, fucking got better grades if that was a fucking deal, right? I don't know. Whatever. And, yeah, let's change the topic. You ever heard of JoJo Siwa? Man, she be all like wanting to be like fucking Miley Cyrus. She'd be like, she'd be like doing one of these, dancing around. I don't know how much you guys can see of me. Dancing around, grabbing her titty upwards, jamming her fingers downwards, while she's like dancing. Yeah, man, this is JoJo Siwa from like the fucking Dance Moms. And it's like, man, you're trying to be like Miley Cyrus quite a bit. You know what I mean? And I don't know how I feel about that. Like, this girl's of elite, like 21 years old, but she's dancing around with vodka, which I like. Dancing around in like fucking, I don't know, like risque clothing, which I like. She had a bottle of Tito's vodka, and I do love Tito's vodka. And she was like, I don't know, jamming herself with her fingers in her crotch and like grabbing her own boobies. But she's 21. So you know what I mean? Like, let's go back to the teacher stuff. I could see why they could be like, I'll risk my job for this. And when I used to be a substitute teacher and a school bus driver, we used to sign this one like fucking paperwork. It was like, policy 701 or policy 705 or 701, and it was like, you can't do this, you can't do that. I was like, I'm not a creep. I would never do that. You can't do this and you can't do that. You can't do that. I was like, man, not a creep. I would never do that. And then one of the fucking things in there is like, all right, you can't be in contact with any of these schoolgirls 5 years after they're off your bus run. It's like, I'm a young man driving these young kids around. Add 5 years. Like, what are you doing, man? That's creepy as fuck. Stop fucking figuring out the math, you creeps. You know what I mean? Like, still, that's fucking weird. You know what I mean? So, let me tell you a little something embarrassing about myself. Besides everything I talked about, it was like shed night this week. Well, it's like shed night every week. Every Wednesday, it's like a biker, like a biker's bunch of 6-year-olds or old bikers like, well, let's go hang out at this guy's house and we'll talk about motorcycles and this and that, politics and this and that, like this, that. So, anyways, fucking, I was like, all right, buddy, like, meet me on my place to go to Buddy's place, and then we'll go to shed night. So, anyways, Buddy showed up at my place, and, God damn it. God damn it, my bike wouldn't fucking start. So I had to bump start my own bike. I had to bump start my bike at my place. Brrr. Brrr. I was like, alright, I got it going. Phew. Phew. Got it going. And then we had, like, like a semi, like, I don't know, like 20-minute ride to get to Buddy's house. And I was like, alright, man, I don't know what the fuck's going on with my bike. Whatever the fuck, but this 20-minute ride, once I get there, I'd be like, I think I could shut my bike off and restart it right away. No problem. Easy does it. Right? That's how batteries and bikes work. So anyways, I fucking pull up to Buddy's house and I was like, let me pull in. I might need your garage. Didn't start up again. So I put it on the charger for a few hours while we're eating the fucking goddamn best fucking smash burgers ever. You guys ever heard of a fucking smash burger animal style? On a blacktop? On a blacktop grill? Animal style? If not, let me tell you about it. Get a flat top, right? Flatty. All kinds of like fucking like shaved onions. And then you smash burger it right on the onions, and then put mustard, and like you're using mustard as the barbecue sauce, but you're smashing the meat into the onions, and then that is presented to you between two breads, right? The bomb. Like the bomb. I like a dry burger, but man, this was pretty good. So, anyways, we're a few hours in, like fucking just waiting on these smash burgers, and the whole time my bike's on the fucking charger, right? And it's like, oh, 60% power, 80% power. Smash burger, smash burger. This percent power, this, whatever. And then once you reach 200, then I was like, all right, let me try to start it. Ka 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 ka. It's like, man, the battery's been on the charge for fucking God damn it. So, anyways, I unplugged it, put my side panel on, put my seat back on, and it's a big deal to even get to my battery. Just even for all that. That's a fucking hassle and a half. So I had to fucking push my bike, like fucking all the way out of Buddy's driveway just to catch a hill to fucking bump start it. And I did that 3 times that night. I was like, we're going to fucking Buddy. Alright. Let me park on the sidewalk. Let me illegally park on the sidewalk just to be close to that hill. Just to fucking. Just to fucking bump start it. And then the last stop was like, man, the last stop I didn't even want to go to. I was like I was totally bitching out. It's like, we're all going to the fucking Fish and Brew. And the whole time I was saying, I'm like, oh, you guys want to go to the Fish and Brew? That's a goddamn flat parking lot. I can't bump start my bike in a fucking flat parking lot. You know what I mean? So I went to the Fish and Brew, had a few drinks, and then it was like time to leave. And man, it took like two buddies, like power push me in this flat part. I did get it started. So, anyways, today I got a new battery. So you know what I mean? Like, I could have not told that story and just be like, bike be working fine. I could have just summed everything up like, bike be working fine today. Or I could have said the story about that one time it took like fucking 3-4 bump starts just for me to get through the night. You know what I mean? Man, I don't know. It's a sort of thing. It's a sort of thing. I'm not even saying the word sort of right. What are you saying? What you saying? And unless you say something, aren't I just gonna ramble on? Aren't I just gonna ramble on? I can tell you about some. I can tell you about some titties I saw. Unless you have something to say, and then I won't. But yeah, I saw some titties. Oh man, am I married with my soul? Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna go around. Hey, let me go around here. Maybe I'll roll one. But am I married? No, I'm not married. Oh man! Oh, I even forgot about this. Watch it. Oh man, you guys are in for a treat. You guys in for like once upon a time treat right now. Who the fuck is all in here? Watch this. Watch this. You know what I have access to? I have access to like alcoholism. And I don't know what I had access to. I have access to nothing. But I had access to alcoholism. Just because I'm at the bar so much. Watch this, watch this, watch this, watch this. So there's like this family around the west side that's like fucking full retard. It's like two cousins that married. Two first cousins that married. And guess what happens if your two cousins that marry? You're gonna make a retard. You're gonna make a retard. You're gonna make a retard. That guy's a lawyer. You're gonna make a retard. You're gonna make a retard. That guy's. Is that one a retard? And then they're retard. And then one of them got its fucking ass punched out at the bar, left his sweater for a bunch of days. Oh, look at this. Look at this. I got a fucking retard sweater. I got a fucking retard sweater that's fucking dope as fuck. Look at I mean, like this guy bled all over the pool table. Like I was there when like they're trying to get his blood off the pool table. And he hasn't been back because obviously he's got fucking I don't know concussion or like beat the fuck up. But man, watch, is the back cool? Is the back cool? I got this off a retard and he's not even gonna know it. Like you know what I mean? Even if he sees me on the west, like we're all on the west side. It's like even if he sees me with it, he's like, oh, I was like, no, I just bought it the same place you did. He's like, alright, cool. Whatever. You know what I mean? I got this fucking sweater, man. It's fucking dope as fuck. Super dope as fuck. Fucking weird, itchy grandma fucking sweater. Native as fuck. And man, banana way. Banana way, banana, banana, and that has nothing with nativeness, but it just shows my culture. It shows that I'm cultured enough to like know other cultures. Banana way. Anyways, cool. Anyways, yeah, this is a retard sweater. Got it tonight. Cool as fuck, eh? And his brother's a lawyer, and his brother's a lawyer, and his brother's a retard. He has a sister that's a retard. The other one's a retard. Is the other one some retard? No, a retard. Anyways, I got the sweater. Cool win for me. Cool win for me for winning that. And it's not even a win. It's like it's been around since you fucking got your ass kicked and you bled over the pool table like a week ago. That hit the bar lost and found, and I fucking found it. And face being like, you already put it on? Alright, I'll put it on. I don't know if you guys asked or not. Like, did you guys ask for me to put it on? Because, man, I look good in it. I can put it on. I can put it on for you guys. Banana way. Banana way, banana, and then I'll roll a joint. Banana way, and it's like, oh man, itchy jacket vibe, itchy fucking jacket vibe. Banana way, banana way, banana. It's not my like typical size. Like this retard was like smaller in girth than me, but I don't know. What is this symbol? What is this symbol? A fucking full wolf? Oh man, do I have a full wolf on my sweater right now? And then the back. I don't even know what the back does. But I assume the back's fucking pimping also. Banana way. Banana way. Banana. Hey man, this is a bright fucking sweatshirt. And I could wear it around the west side and he'd be like, oh, and I'd be like, no, no, I don't think it is your sweater. Banana way. Yeah, fuck it. And then I punch him in the teeth. Just like he bled on the pool tables over this. Banana way, banana. Banana way. Oh man, and I don't know how the back looks like. I'm assuming the back looks really cool, but honestly, I don't know what the back looks like. Banana way, banana. Anyways, yeah. I took it from a couple fucking cousin fuckers. I took it from a couple cousin fuckers' son. Because ass kicked at the bar and he left it behind because he got his ass kicked, but. Banana way. Oh. See, that's karma. That's karma right there. The phone didn't even record that. Banana way, banana. Whack one, Mr. Fluffy Nips. Wag, wag, wag one. Wag, 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 wag one. And then I put on some weight, and I lost some weight, and I put it on. But like, watch it. Oh man, these pants and this belt. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think I could go down to my original pant size. Like, I don't have to fucking do the old fucking jerk around. Slimming down, bro. Slimming down, bro. Slimming down, taking returns coats and sweaters and stuff. Like, just doing, just regular stuff. Just doing regular stuff. Like, regular shit. Regular shit. But, yeah. But, man, and McFluffy Nips, why don't you write how dope that sweater was? Like, you know what I mean? Like, out of all the emojis and all this and that, fucking dope sweater. Fucking dope fucking sweater. It's almost like, oh man, huh? Cool sweater. And then I had to give the whole background story. Like, yeah, that comes from a retard that got punched out that bled over a pool table, and then at the pool hall, he hasn't come back in 5 days. So that sweater's mine. You know what I mean? Like, anyways, I'm gonna spin one up. Spin the old doob. And I don't know if you guys are in a deadpoop420 stream and you're like, what is he doing? Like, really, man? deadpoop420, like, he should have known better. Should have known better. But also, if you shouldn't have known better, then you're my people, and man, let's fucking run one, burn one together. You know what I mean? Let's get high. Let's get high. You know what I mean? It's like everyone wears a mask. And you know what my mask is? My mask is not even deadpoop420. Because the 420 parts, man, when I started this thing, it was like, yeah, 420 like a motherfucker. Like, oh man, like I will 420 your mother, your uncle, your daughter. I will 420 the shit out of anyone willing to fucking 420 with me. I will. I will 420 your fucking goddamn grandma if I had to. But I it's hit me different as an adult. The 420 is like almost like I'm scared of 420ing. I'm a little scared of 420 in a sense where it's like, all right, let me roll this joint and smoke this joint and have fun with this joint. But I'm scared of it. Like, man, I'm deadpoop420, and I'm not scared of this joint per se, because this is like my buddy's like homegrown fucking bullshit grandpa weed. Like, you know what I mean? Grown in the thickets. Not even fucking like super duper. And man, that's the best weed I like to do. Right? But okay, let's go back. Let's go forward back. Uh, Deadpool420 is kind of scared of 420 a little bit, because sometimes, man, like that new weed is so potent that it's like, man, if I smoke a fucking joint of the new weed at the wrong time, wrong setting, wrong fucking, wrong fucking, I don't know, mindset, wrong this and that, it's like, Deadpoop420 is having a hard time with his 420, and like, man, it gives me a panic attack. I've had panic attacks over really good weed, and I'm not ready for weed. Like, right after work, someone's like, "Oh, Lance, want to smoke a joint?" I'm like, no. Because I'm like, totally sober just after fucking work. I don't want a joint. It's going to give me a panic attack. And then they're like, "Oh, man, we're at the bar. You've had a drink. You want a joint?" I was like, no. I'm Deadpool420. It sounds weird, but yeah, I don't need a joint right now. Might send me for a panic attack. But after a few drinks, and after I get like a couple like pieces of joints in me, and I'm like build up my then I'm like smoke weed every day. Like, then I could like fucking keep up with Snoop Dogg, but I have to be in the right zone. I have to be in the right zone to fucking to do that. Cause man, like, I don't know, man. Like, today's new weed is fucking treacherous. Today's new weed is almost like, I don't know, not a fucking syringe in the toe vein, but it's almost close to it. We doing dabs for you. All right, man. Lucy Tunes, yeah, man. Dabs away. Dabs away, man. But man, and the last time I ever had dabs was like, oy oy oy, oh, like oy oy oy, like oy oy. Like it was like I don't know, extra, extra fucking silly. You know what I mean? Like boy yo 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 yo. It's not for me. And even the vape pens, like like the vape pens. People are like, oh man, I get a shattered vape pen, deadpoop420. Like, and you smoke weed all the time. You try it. It's so smooth coming in. On the way out, it fucking rips your throat apart. Like, so smooth coming in, but on the exhale, it's like, who put who put razor blades in this weed? This is a hard exhale, and I don't like that. I don't like that. I mean, I'd sooner do weed like I know. I'd sooner do weed like I know. Oh man, and always a filter. Sometimes the filter. Sometimes the filter is hard to get in. Tappity tap, tappity tappity tap. What's the message held for review message? So let me get this straight. You got a coat from a homeless man, and now a sweater from a retard. What's next? A t-shirt from a prostitute? Yeah, I'll show that message. And technically, yeah, yeah. Like technically, like yeah, like super technically, yeah. In a sense that I was given a couple like items because I look homeless. Yeah, and yeah, can't. I didn't steal this. I asked permission of the bartenders to be like, man, I've seen that on that chair for days. Can I have it? They're like, yeah, you can have it. And then what's the other fucking thing you said? A teacher from a prostitute. I don't know. Usually they leave with the clothes that they came with. So I don't know. That part I'm unfamiliar with. But also at the panic room, they have like a fucking t-shirt donation sense where, oh man, you want to help the fucking music scene? Give all your cool t-shirts to us, and then we'll sell it, almost give it away cheap, 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 cheap. You know what I mean? Just to fucking, I don't know, make a buck or two to fucking stay a month or two. Make a buck or two to stay a month or two. So yeah, like technically, all those statements were not wrong, except for let me read it again. No, no, that's like 100% right. No, that's kind of 100% right. And yeah, that's some retard. And like 1 street away from me, like the Boyles where two cousins married each other, and he got his ass kicked at the bar, and he left a sweater for like 4 or 5 days, and I have it now. Uh, it's almost like, man, my West Side's so small. It's like if I choose to wear that out in Gen Pop, one of them be like, uh, 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 and that's how they communicate. Like I'm not making fun. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I swear to God, I'm not making fun. Like, yeah, I wish you knew this boys. They're like, uh, and I'm like, oh, you recognize the sweater? Oh well, and then I drive off. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can fucking, you can chirp and grunt all you want. Like, fucking cool ass sweater for me. Happy to have it. Happy to have it. You fucking. Anyways, happy to fucking have it. Man, I don't. I don't know what kind of Robin Hood I would be. Steal from the tires and give to the fucking tires. Oh, is that what it is? Steal from the tire and yet give to the tire. Hmm. Did and I okay, let's fucking skip fucking sweater retards subject. And let me be serious. Who's here right now? Legendary Gaming, are you still here? Legendary? Cause man, I wanna get personal and deep. Not seriously with you, but just like if you were here it'd be like a lot easier for me too. Back to what you want to say. You're a teacher. You had an oral and a program. I know a few dropouts. Would have graduated with honors. Uh, and then this message got fucking banned. Someone said a fucking weird word. Inappropriate message. Got it. Let me let me see what you did. Yeah. All right. So legendary. Oh man, dude, I was I was burning my weed bag with my fucking weed cigarettes. Um, Let me be real. Now that I know that Legendary Gaming's here, and man, like Lucy Tunes and Voldemorty, like you know what I mean. I get it. But man, now I know that fucking Legend is here. Let me let me drop some stress off to you guys. My parents are splitting up. You know what I mean? Like my mom was like, "Ah, man, your dad ain't no good," blah, 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 blah. And then they stayed together, right? But you know what my dad did eventually after my mom said my dad was no good for a long time? My dad was like, "Ah, fuck this bitch. Like, I'm leaving her." What? Both my parents have been together like, I don't know, 50, 60 years together. They're breaking up? Like, what the fuck is that? And, I don't know. It's hard to even fathom it. It's like, I don't know if my dad was like sick of hearing my mom like I don't know pussyfooting around it. Like my mom's like pussyfooting around it, like almost like, oh, dad, smarten up. I'm gonna leave you pussyfooting, pussyfooting. Da, 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 da. And then my dad be like, sick of hearing about it, bitch. I'm leaving you. Like I'm straight up leaving you. And man, he's leaving her in a harsh fashion where he's like, I'm moving to Quebec. My brothers and sisters are above 70. They're all gonna die, and I want to be there for their dying. But you know what, Dad? Like, fuck my mom. Not fuck my mom, but you know what I mean? Like, it's almost like, you want to leave my mom? That's cool, cool. Don't go to Quebec to watch your fucking brothers die. Sister. Why don't you stick around, like, close and watch your grandchildren live? And that's what I'm having a fucking tough time to wrap my head around. Like, man, I'm like, that's so fucked up. It's like, uh, I don't even know what it's like. It's like, uh, my dad is like a handsome fella. Like, you know what I mean? Like, my parents been together 50 years, but if they weren't together 50 years, my dad could, like, fucking bag a hotter chick than my mom. And less, less prune, less pruny, less fucking prude. Like my mom's a square. Like my mom turned super religious. She's like, well, Jesus don't want me to fuck in the bum because of Jesus laws. And my dad just wanted to fuck in the bum. Like, so I get it. Like, man, and once they're separated, my dad's gonna do way better as far as like, pounding puss. And my mom be like, I don't know, lonely with Jesus. Ain't no valley low enough. Ain't no mountain high enough to fuck my own mom, God. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean? Yeah, my dad gets a better part of the deal just because, like, man, my dad's a handsome dude. Like, he, I don't know where he gets it from, but he gets it from. I get it from him. Like, you know what I mean? I'm a handsome dude. Like, yeah. And my mom's just like a fucking. My mom's just like a fucking rich, 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 short, stomach tucked, head backed, have problem with stairs, old lady. It might, anyways. I still have to have a talk with my dad. Like, I'm like, instead of you moving away to Quebec and like abandon like all your grandchildren just see your brothers die, man, like you can live upstairs with me, like pretty near rent free. Like, man, dad, like, man, like, dad. Like it sounds like I almost sound like that like black basketball kid. I don't want you to go, dad. Why don't you stick around? You know what I mean? It's not gonna be that exciting if you do stick around, but I might make nationals. I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? Like that, man, please stick around. Like, come back with the milk and smokes. You know what I mean? My parents weren't together nearly that long, but they were together 30 years. Finally, they separated like 5 years ago. It's weird. I don't like it. See, Lucy Tunes, you almost get me. Like you get me. It's weird. Like man, after like 50 years, it's almost like, Mom, you can't do better than Dad. Dad, you can't do better than Mom. Financially. Getting together with the family just doesn't feel the same anymore. Your dad used your mom, and now he's moving on. No, like no, he's not using her. My mom turned to religion like a lot lately, where she was going on like these like religious retreats. Like when you can like go away for like 3 days and find Jesus or look for him anyways for those 3 days. My mom did that a few times, and my dad's like, man, he's like, son, your your mom's brainwashed. Like, you know what I mean? Someone's like brainwashed by Jesus, and I was like, Dad, I don't even like Jesus. I get you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, fuck Jesus. Fuck, fuck everything to do with Jesus. Fuck a priest. Fuck Jesus. Fuck all that. I get you, Dad. Um, so I don't know. I kind of get where he's coming from in a sense, because she's like changed. You know what I mean? Like if my dad met a Catholic young mother of mine, cool, cool, cool. But now that my mother is like super Catholic, going to these retreats, she's almost like, let me bathe in the bath of Bethlehem, and this and that. No, 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 Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. My dad's like, that's not the one. And at 70 odd years old, he's like, ain't nobody got time for that. So I kind of get it, but man, I want him close. Like, you know what I mean? Instead of him moving away to Quebec, like, man, you could split with my mom, but man, don't move away that far. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'll give you a room in my fucking house. I'll give you a room in my apartment. I'll give you your own apartment, Dad. Like, whatever you want. Just don't fucking. Anyways, I love you, Dad. And I also love my mom too, right? But ain't no valley low enough. Keep me from you, God. Am in Voltimorty. I haven't really had a chance to tell that to my dad. Like, for him to stay. Like, all I'm going off of is like, I don't know what my mama has to say and what my dad has to say. Rumor has it, rumor has it. But yeah, you're right. I would like to. And man, okay. I don't know if you know this, but my parents live upstairs. So it's like I see my dad every day because my dad's a fit, young, able body that he could fucking crush a younger pussy anytime he wants. Uh, that was a weird statement. But I see him outside when I leave for work, and he's like sometimes outside when I come back from work. I haven't found the right time to talk to him to see where his head's at about all this. Just because, like, man, I want to take you off site because they live upstairs. I want to take you off site and have a heart to heart and be like, the fuck's going on, man? Like, instead of watching your uncle, your brothers and sisters die, why don't you like stick around for your grandchildren and like, not do that. And man, I would offer him the world. Like, I would give him a free apartment. I would give my dad the whole fucking freebie if that means he sticks around. But I need to have that talk with him, but I haven't found the right moment between me being too drunk and late and between my dad being too drunk and early and at home. Like I said, I have to take him off site because if I say something he doesn't like, and not that my dad's a fucking not like my dad's like fucking like Luigi and Mario Kart like throwing like turtle shells. Oh yo 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 yo. Uh, I don't think he'd do anything to my mom, but depending on how that conversation go, he could be upset. He could be turtle shells after our conversation, and let's not be those turtle shells. Be right at home, like you know what I mean, like ready. Oh yo 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 yo. So I want to take him offsite, have a chat with him, and then you know what I mean, like man, Dad, I love you, man. Stick around, like stick around, like don't move 10 hours away, like you know what I mean. Always happy to be alone with Jesus. I don't know. I think my dad will find like a fucking. That's what I mean. Like if this is serious, serious, my dad's a catch. Like my like if I put a POF profile and my dad puts a POF profile like same day, I bet you my dad would get more swipe rights than me. And I don't know how you swipe. I don't know if it's left or right, but the rights being the good one. Like I bet you my dad would get more. Like you know what I mean. So it's not. I don't know. And yeah, yeah, Lucy. It is their decision. It is their decision. And man, I get it. I get it. So it's like, I get it. So it's like I'm not upset with either, and I get it. I'm an adult. They're super adults. I get it. My mom is being although my mom is being cheesy with all of it. My mom is like manipulating the grandkids and her friends into painting a portrait of my dad being a fucking jerk. And everyone everyone knows my dad is like that's not it. That's like whatever paintbrush you use is not the right paintbrush for my dad. Like you know what I mean? Like you know what I mean? So anyways. Also they both have herpes. So that'd be like a fucking hard reset. It's like, oh, I'm a 72-year-old lady with like heavy lip herpes. And then you got my dad filling out his profile. He'd be like, oh, I'm a 7-year-old man with like fucking dick herpes. It's like, just stay together and don't spread herpes to anyone else in the world. Like, just like herpes internal. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't have to do this. Just don't give the herpes to anyone. Cause man, as soon as my dad fucking hits the fucking black markets, he'd be like, "Oh man, blah blah blah," and I see my mom's herpes. My mom's herpes would be like, "Bleef, ugh." Every few months, it'd be like, "Whoop," like, and that could just like I could just imagine that like that's what my dad dicks look like. Oh, herpes ready to fuck up. Like, whoa, 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 whoa. And my dad's like so handsome, he'd be like, "You got it now. Oh, you have herpes now. You also have herpes now. Oh man, it's a Tuesday. Boom, I gave you herpes on Tuesday. Boom, 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 boom. You know what I mean? Stay together, parents. You know what I mean? And do they even have herpes, or am I just saying that just so like no one in this like live stream would like even think of dating my parents? Nope, they got herpes. They got herpes. I remember a few family pictures like when I was young. It was like, oh man, we all had like Bill Cosby sweaters on. My dad, my mom, me, my brother, and my mom would have that fucking flared up lip. Herpes. Yeah, so you know what I mean. Don't fucking touch my mom. Long story short, don't fucking touch my mom. She's rich but toxic. It's not worth it. Uh, Ultimately, I want my parents to be happy, and I get that. You tell them to say, yeah, and yes, and I already read that. Like I kind of like reread that, but yeah, little emphasizing, little em, little emphasizing, hmm, emphasizing, emphasizing. No, it doesn't sound right. Yeah, but I get it. I get emphasizing on it. Yeah, well, you putting a little emphasizing. I don't even sound right. Emphasizing. You know how a fucking elephant fucking you know how an elephant jerks off? He like just slams his dick against his stomach. An elephant. And then I was like, really? Is that how it works? So then I Googled it and I was like, no, you're wrong. Like, an elephant doesn't fucking jerk off by slamming his dick against his stomach. He jerks off by fucking bringing his trunk to his dick and self blowing himself off. And that makes more sense. It's less weird. And I personally did that quiet just for joke value. I don't think it panned out. I don't think it panned out. You know what I mean? Who's in here? Fucking someone write something. Give me something to fucking write about, or else or to chat about, or else I'm fucking just ranting on. Like I'm fucking ranting. Like fucking who's in here? Fucking write something, for fuck's sakes. Let me stop talking about my family and my fucking dick elephant jerk off stories. Like give me something. If not, I'm out of here. If not, I'm out of here. Oh, I have a nice smile. This smile? Man, someone said so nasty it had to go for a review. Got it. Then I'll look at it again. Something for fuck's sakes. Yeah, exactly. Say something for. Yeah, have a nice smile. Thank you. Thank you. But also, like, my smile. If I were to have, like, crazy, sexy sex with a lady, and I would bite her, and God forbid she would die, it'd be a quick fucking CSI Grissom or Dexter. Dexter would be like, those jagged teeth are from fucking deadpoop420. Case open and closed right away. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. I have a I have a good smile, but not great. Like, you know what I mean? Like, horrible smile. Did I tell you about the story about the eggs? I don't think I did. Let me tell you the egg story. Would you rather get stuck in a porta john or get stuck in a Del Taco public bathroom? That's what I mean. I think the egg story will all of it. So last Friday, yeah, my best friend Ferg came back in town, and he's like, "It's Friday. I'm back in town. Let's do something spectacular. Let's do something fun." Oh, oh. I'm like, okay, Ferg, whatever you want. Man, so we go to this one bar. Jesus Christ, we're drunk. Dude, the one of the managers was like throwing wings at me from inside to outside through the big window, and I'm like, caca, caca. I mean, him off the fucking. Yeesh. And then we go to this other bar uptown that's like right in the ghetto, like the worst fucking bar you could ever go to. Like, you know what's in the bathroom? Stop, stop. So we're at this bar, and this guy, man, and it's always the poorest people. The poorest people are like, "Let me buy you a drink." Da, da, da. I'm like, "You're poor as fuck. You don't have to buy me a drink." He's, "I want to buy you guys a drink." Da, da, da. I was like, "Buy me a pickled egg." So, anyways, dude bought me a pickled egg. Then I bought him a drink. Then I bought him a pickled egg. Then I'm like, "How much for the whole jar?" How much for the goddamn whole jar of pickled eggs? There's fucking 18 goddamn eggs left in it. How much for the whole rest of the jar of the pickled eggs? She named her price. And I was like, alright, cool. I'm willing. I'm willing to pay that for the whole jar of the pickled eggs. But I also was like, I'll give you $5 extra for the pepper shaker, because I only like pickled eggs with pepper. And she's like, oh, I can't do that. So then I'm doing this one. Watch this one. Well, what am I going to put a bunch of pepper in? So then I reach in my back pocket, and I have high anxiety. Like, I don't know if you guys know that about me, but I have panic attacks and high anxiety. So in my back pocket, I had this fucking brand new baggie with like fucking, I don't know, 6 Ativans in it for panic attacks. That lady at the fucking like dive bar filled up my whole goddamn baggie with pepper. She didn't give me the pepper shaker, but yeah, she emptied all of the pepper into my Ativan bag. So while I'm eating all these bags on the road on the next like fucking 4 or 5 bars, I'm putting pepper and Ativan in the jar. Like, man, shit's getting crazy, crazy. And whoever said porta potty stuff, there's one point where I'm eating fucking pickled eggs and rolling joint at a fucking brewery. The biggest brewery in St. John. They had a party and fucking porta potties on the outside because they're launching a new fucking Radler drink or whatever. I mean pickled eggs and rolling a joint right in the fucking bathroom, right in the porta potties, and I took a couple pictures of me doing that. So yeah, I'm not unfamiliar to a porta john. I like it, but man, I would have liked to have like recorded the next person that came in. It would have smelled like weed and like pickled eggs, and like, he's like, did this guy just have a joint or shit? Like what the? That's a weird smell combination. Whoever came in after me, and I didn't really stick around for that. You know what I mean? Like just normal stuff. Just normal stuff, but after I got that fucking jar of pickled eggs throughout the night between that bar, that bar, that bar, that bar, the porta potty, and this and that, and then I came here. I was here at a later point. 12, 12 goddamn pickled eggs I ate that night with a shit ton of pepper and Ativan. I had a tough time the next day. The next day we had a show at the Panic Room where I had to be here and help out. But anyways, when I woke up, it was like woke up, had a shit, had a shower, had a shit, got dressed, had a shit, brushed my teeth, had a shit. Uh, about ready to leave the house. Nope, had another shit. Came here, puked, and had a shit. That's the trouble of pickled eggs. That's if anything like Adam and Eve with the fucking devil's fucking apple. Nope. The devil's apple is a fucking goddamn pickled egg. You know what I mean? That sweet treat that'll ruin your life. You know what I mean? Goddamn fucking pickled egg. You know what I mean? Thoughts on Justin Trudeau? Well, as far as I'm concerned, actually, you know what? Before I answer this Justin Trudeau question, let me put on the fucking retard sweater on. That would make more sense. Let me put this aside, and then let me put this retard sweater on. Oh man, what a sick back! What a sick back to the sweater. So let me put this on, and the background story to the sweater is like, once upon a time, two first cousins met. They had kids. One was a retard. The other one was a retard. The other one was a retard. The other one was a retard. One was a lawyer. One was a retard. One was a retard. The other one was a doctor. One's a retard. One's a retard. And one got punched out and left his jacket at the bar. And that was a few days ago. Now it's mine. Guy smells nice. But yeah, technically this is my Trudeau jacket because man, Trudeau's also a retard. Enough said. Let me take this off. I don't want to be a fucking retard. I don't want to be a Justin Trudeau or anything like that. But I felt that the need to put that on just to fucking, you know, adaptation. Just adaptation. I thought I should put that on just to fit the criteria to answer the question. Oh, what's tation? Out of retardation. Like you know what I mean? Like fuck. Yeah, he's ruining our country. Like he's ruining our country. Like, have you ever bought a head of lettuce recently? Head of lettuce be like, I don't know, the equivalent of the price of a used tire. Like, man, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. Like, you know what I mean? Like, fuck Trudeau. And that's Trudeau. And I don't know if I remember the rap, but man, I had a crazy rap. It was like, no, I'm not even gonna fucking entertain it. But I might. It was like, no. It was like, well, one part was like, fuck Trudeau, but it's true though. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that was like the Trudeau part of it, but a lot of it was like very like native positive, and I don't know what the percentage is. Am I what? 60% native, 70% native, whatever the percentage is. I don't. I didn't look it enough for me to fucking throw that on social media about this like fucking big old rant. So it's like I went dormant, and it was it Mac something, the guy with the fucking sewn over eyes. He's like blind, but his eyes are sewn over. Like he doesn't have empty eyeball sockets, but they're sewn over. So that's like even more off putting. Like man, not it'd be cooler for you to have like empty eye sockets, but it's like, man, what's behind your sewn eyelids? Is there something there? And man, I went hard, and he was like, rap with me, and I did, and it got fucking banned, dissed, and removed within like fucking I don't know, just a hand, just a handful of hours. So it's like fucking slinging some truth. You know what I mean? Slinging that truth, and Chin Pop couldn't handle it. Couldn't handle that truth. You know what I'm saying? What else? What else now? What else now? Fuck Trudeau. Like fuck the Trudeau thing. You guys almost fucking got me canceled by me fucking singing my anti-Trudeau fucking native fucking anti fucking native thing. What's the next question? No. This one. Oh man. Oh, you know what? I forgot. I bought a chocolate bar as a fundraiser. And this kid was like, and I was like, man, how much? And I had a few more, but I gave them away. But I bought a bunch from this guy. You know what I mean? That's me supporting Trudeau. You know what I mean? True to sport. Anyways. Man, I wish. Okay, maybe I can. Maybe I can. Want me to tell you a joke I wrote? If I can do it. No. How much was the bar? It was like three of these size, which was like super skinny, like fucking super skinny granola bars. It was 3 for $5. But let me see if I can fucking find. Did I lose you guys? Because man, I was just looking. Sometimes I have like funny notes. We're heading out for the night. Have a good rest of the stream. All right. Thank you, Lucy Tunes. And yeah, like I don't know how much you guys heard of that, but let me say it again. Uh, so and I don't know if I should say my wife because like my it's not related to my wife. It's just like a general joke in general. But I'll say it like I wrote it. It's like I was gonna fuck my wife, and she's like, "Oh, you got a condom?" I was like, "Man, you've had 2 miscarriages. I don't think I need one because I think you're gonna kill this one anyways if I do impregnate you, or maybe you're just fucking allergic to the ingredients that it takes to make a baby." You know what I mean? You're not miscarrying, but maybe you're allergic to the ingredients that make a baby, and that's why you're killing all of them. And that was on my notes. Like I was gonna ramble off a few jokes, other jokes I wrote, but yeah, that was one of them. And yeah, I do have to agree, it's kind of morbid in a sense, but you're listening to deadpoop420. Like you know what I mean? Like if you like politically correct shit, then you're in the wrong spot, right? Right, right. What time even is it? 2:30. All right. Cool. Yeah. So like, yeah, unless someone says something like that's cool, I might taper down. I might taper down and fucking I don't know, make a night of it and fucking work my way back home. Cause working my way back home. Have you seen Scotty Too Hottie recently? I actually saw him today, waiting on the side of the road for. I can only assume it's like a fucking ride to work or a sexy hookup or something like that. But was it last week? Last week I was like missing him in my heart, and I was like early enough in the night. I was like, "What are you doing?" Like you know what I mean? Like I'm had a couple drinks. I'm on my way home, and his way home is my way home, and I was like, "I see your lights on. Like, man, you want to fucking smoke a joint or something like that?" He's like, "Oh, I'm at work. My lights are just on for fucking whatever purposes." I was like, cool. And then a couple days later, he like fucking calls me up at 3 o'clock in the morning. So like that's like that's not a tick for tack. That's like a fucking. I want to hang out with you at a decent time in life, and he's like, Calls me at like fucking 3 a.m. Yeah, but I saw him, like, you know what I mean. I didn't fucking chat with him, but you know what I mean. I love Scott, man. I wish a guy well in anything he does. You know what I mean, like. And Tate, I see all the time, and Tate's doing super well. Tate be like, coffees and pool, coffees and pool. Anyways, I thought like I don't know, 2 hours is not stream for fucking a rusty solo fella. So I don't know. I know we had a couple hiccups, but I don't know, man. Should we toodaloo or what? You still have you still hear Nips? I don't think so. You're the only. I like Ninja Turtle patches. I have them all. Like, boom. There's one. There's two. There's the other one. There's the other one. So they're all four of my best. But yeah, man. I think that's that. I think, man, Legendary Gaming, like, you know what I mean? Like, wasn't too bad. Like, I think that's that, right? Like, you know what I mean? I've opened up about me. I opened up with my parents. Like, we had a good conversation. I think that's that. Is that that? Isn't that that? Isn't that that? Anyway, it's not a bad that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we had a time. Yeah, that's that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, miss you, bro. Glad you were here. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Spade a spade. And, don't make me say it. Don't make me say that. Fucking Ah. Saca potatoes. Saca potatoes. I will. I will go ahead and will cook some fucking potatoes for you, and that you will burn. You will burn in the oven. Who's Dilly? Man, whoever Dilly is, man, Dilly, you're done. You're late. We're done. It's like fucking 3 a.m. I was like trying to work off my sign off, and then randomly you're gonna show up and be like, hello, during my goodbye. And, oh man, I wish I had more, like, I don't know, performance enhancing drugs or energy to, like, stick around. Because, man, Dilly, I'm glad you showed up. And, man, if you were here earlier, I think you would have had a good time. I think you would have stick around. You know, between you and me, Dilly? Like, Dill? Do you prefer Dill or Dilly? But yeah, I was just, like, working on my sign off. Like, working off my, like, sign off and stuff like that. But, alright, alright. Let me have one last cigarette, and then, let me smoke a cigarette, and then we're done. Then we're done, because, I don't know. I'm not gonna quit on a noob. Quit. I'm not gonna quit on a noob. You know what I mean? So, we can hang out. Do you have any concerns or questions for me? Because, man, I am full of knowledge, I have no PhD in anything, but I'll take a look at it if you need me to. You know what I mean? So, concerns, questions, like you know what I mean. Like I've been through life. You know what life is like? Been through it. Been through it. I need advice. Well, man, Dilly, what do you need advice on? Like, let me give you the best I can do, but still at the end of the day, like, possibly not Google it, but I don't know, ask someone else. But I'll do my best to fucking, I don't know, use my life knowledge to help you out. Even though I have no PhD, PhD? No, I have the PTSD. No, I do have PTSD. Do I have Hmm. Anyways, hmm. How old am I? I'm 42 years young. And if I were to dye these grays right now, look at those, look at those. I would look easily 40. So, I mean, yeah, I'm 42, but I could look 40. I could look like you know what I mean? Like I could look 40. But you know what? Okay, Dilly. You know what comes with 40? Advice, knowledge, some fucking life, life, fucking scars, like a big life resume, this or that. You know what I mean? So, what's some piece of life experience that you can share with us? Man, I thought I'm helping you. Like you want the what? The generic sayings. All right. Well, I said I would have this and hang around for the cigarette, but yeah, I'll give you the generics. You know what I find about life? For one, it's all unexpected because man, my parents after fucking 50 years, they just broke up 2 weeks ago. For real, for real. And then me, as far as life advice at 42, it's like, man, I broke my back last year, and I'm having trouble with that. Da da da. So long story short, life advice would be like, I don't know, man. Like almost like put a little bit of more thought. Almost like do yourself like a fucking 10 year like, where do I see myself in 10 years plan, and almost try to fucking like achieve to achieve. Uh, because man, I wasted a lot of my life in a sense where it's like, oh, what do you want to do when you grow up? I can't even answer that question, and I'm 42, and I should be grown up already. It's like, oh, what do you want to do when you grow up? I was like, I'm not even fucking grown up yet. I'm fucking irresponsible as fuck. You know what I mean? Like I may or not done mushrooms earlier, and drank a lot, and then live streaming just like, oh, just hanging out with internet buddies and stuff. So it's almost like I don't know. Put your shitter together. Put your shitter together better than me. Like you know what I mean? Like I don't know if you work at a bullshit job, but instead of working at a bullshit job, you should be like, I don't know if it's gonna take me 2 years to get out of this bullshit job or 5 or 10. If you're young enough, time Like time is on your side. Yes, it is. Time is on your side. And like, I don't know. Once you run out of time, then that's the time. But if you're young enough, like, you have time. Like, you could be a 30-year-old fucking shit stain, and you could be like, I want to be a doctor. And then what? 7 years later, you're a doctor before 40, which is fine. Like, you know what I mean? Like, time is on your side. Yes, it is. Well, my question is for you: did you ever find what you ever wanted to do? No. Like I answered, I don't even know what I want to do when I grow up. I'd like to be involved in, I don't know, man. Like I don't know, if I was gonna go like low scale just to fucking have fun and be happy and shit like that with the skills I have, it'd almost be like, I don't know, like a radio DJ. Deadpoop420 in the morning. Today's gonna be real sunny, and the next up is like Eric Clapton, the fucking next song that he does. Yeah, 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 yeah. Something like that, but is that even really even a job? So I honestly, I don't even know. I don't even think that's even a job. Like, I don't even fucking know. And that's a question of life. What do you want to do? And Dilly, like, let me ask you, what do you want to do when you grow up? Man, Dilly, what do you want to do when you grow up? Like, let me hear your, I don't know, your life game plan, I guess, in a sense. I think I'd be curious to hear about that. Last Friday, I ate 12 pickled eggs, and that's not the lifestyle of a man my age. That is like, I don't know, 12 pickled eggs. That's a younger man's game, really. For one, that was a hard next day. Shit, shower, shit, get dressed, shit, brush your teeth, shit, and then fucking get dressed, shit, and then fucking go to the fucking show, and then puke, and then shit. I want to become a streamer, but I also think if life has other plans, I would say computer science. And you know what, man? I'm not gonna harsh on your buzz or fucking da da da. Like, there's openings. There's openings for that, dude. Like, you know what I mean? Like, for real, for real. There's openings for that. And let's say if you're not the guy, you could always be the guy behind the guy, which is cool. Computer science. You could be like the fucking, oh man, let me make that stream work great for you. Let me do what is it, OSB or OBS Streamlabs, real nice for you. But you know what I mean? Like, it's, yeah, there's a niche market for that, and man, you're not fucking far off. Like, you seem like a young guy, and that's plausible. That's plausible. if you get a good personality. Now, if you have a shit personality, then and dilly, like, you know what I mean, like, I don't know what your personality's like, but man, if you got a fucking bullshit personality, then it's like, maybe apply at Walmart. You know what I mean? Like, oh, man, 21, yeah, 20, 20 21, man, the fucking world's your oyster. Or is that even a saying? Like, is the world your oyster, or the world's in it? Whatever. You could put a grain of fucking sand in an oyster shell, and you could turn that into a pearl. And man, that's a fucking fortune cookie right there, if I ever heard one. You could fucking sand up a fucking pearl at 21 years of age. You know what I mean? And so yeah, yeah, definitely fucking do it. Was it Sheila Booth? Do, do it, just do it. Just fucking do it. You know what I mean? That's what I mean. Yeah, that's a, just do it. Just do it. All right, but Dilly though, man, I wish you were here earlier. The fact that you jumped on, kind of like piqued my curiosity a little bit. But I'm in St. John, New Brunswick, and it is 3 o'clock in the morning. Piqued my curiosity a little bit. I wish I would like have the extra energy to stay around and fucking chit chat, but you caught me on the sign off. You caught me on a sign off, and like I think I'm still gonna sign off, right? But oh man, yeah, like fucking do it. Like, you know what I mean? For real, fucking do it. Uh so I guess my advice for you would be like, I don't know, get good at editing. Get good at editing, and then you'll always be in demand. You know what I mean? Even if you're not the initial man right away, if you're great at editing, you'll have a fucking you'll have a future behind the man, and then you'll be the man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, almost like Brian Redband. Like, you know what I mean? Brian Redband was like the Tom Green of Joe Rogan's podcast. The guy set everything up, and then he's a fucking guy on Kill Tony, set everything up. And he's not that funny, right? But if you're that funny, you'll stop editing, and somebody else will edit for you. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean? Like, you man, you got this, bro. You know what I mean? Boom, and that's my fortune cookie. That's my little fortune cookie for you. The like fucking the late show up 21-year-old. If you can't do the second, and if you're good at being the second, then you'll be the first, right? You know what I mean? I don't know if you know what I mean, but I think. Do you know what I mean? I think you know what I mean. You know what I mean, right? Yes, sir. Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir. There you go, man. And dude, where you like fucking how long have I been going? Where are you like 2 hours and a half hours ago? 2.5 hours ago, man. Like, you're late on jam, and next time you see me, pop in, man. And I'd love to have you back, but at this point, oh, sayonara, sayonara. Oi, oi, oi. All right, bro. Have a good evening. Who else is still in here? Like fucking. Oh man, Legendary Gaming. You still in here? Fucking potatoes. You're fucking. You're fucking eating up all my bandwidth. You with all your fucking potatoes and la di da. Like and that's what they sound like. You know what I mean? Eventually they just fucking gurgle. Ah, fucking put. You know what I mean? Anyways, Tulu guys, man, legendary gaming. Love you, bro. Miss you, bro. And I don't know. I'll try to be like I don't know more frequent, but I can't promise anything. My life is fucking chaos. My own life is pure chaos. Pure chaos. And then, oh man, matter of fact, you want me to tell you? Like, oh man, Legend, you're still here. Like, you want me to tell you about this time recently where I saw like fucking titties galore? I'll tell you about the time I saw titties. This girl that I know, she was in the movie like, what was it Butterfly Effect? She was in Butterfly Effect, and this lady's real pretty, right? Like, oh, I'm a real pretty lady, and then because I was in Butterfly Effect, and she never done those moves. I never done any of that, but she ended up getting like a boob job. And man, like girls who get a boob jobs are like I spend like 10 like 5, 7, 10 G's on my boobs. You wanna see? I spend 5, 7, 10 G's on my boobs. You wanna see? So anyway, she was around and man, yeah, I do wanna see. Thank you very much. And I saw her boobs about a dozen times. Never touched them, never nothing like that. But my eyes went real big every time her fucking shirt went up, and God bless that girl. You know what I mean? That's boobs. All right. On that note, sayonara, sorry enough, and man, that's a weird fucking thing looking there. Yeah, she was not just to me. She was showing to everyone in the room, but like, yeah. Still though, I still enjoyed to see them. Like it was like nonchalant. Everyone saw her boobs, and it was like, I spent a lot on these. I was like, I can see that. They're perfect. All right, toodaloo, toodaloo, toodaloo.